After an entire night of renovations, Gary finally had a little home of his own. The next day, the house was completely finished. The interior was incredibly luxurious, and it even copied the style of SpongeBob's pineapple house. Gary also specially dressed up to look like SpongeBob. He even raised a little Gary of his own. This instantly melted SpongeBob's heart. Next to it, there was also a tiny Easter Island house. Inside lived a miniature version of Squidward. When he heard SpongeBob's voice, Squidward became extremely annoyed. The moment he walked outside, he tripped over a rock. Unexpectedly, that stone house was actually home to a tiny version of Patrick. Squidward stared in shock at the little sea urchin in front of him. That looked exactly like himself.
It's too cute!
SpongeBob pulled Patrick over to meet these tiny copies. The three of them were instantly fascinated by the little creatures. The mini Squidward loved his quiet and peaceful countryside life, but the other two mini versions were basically exact copies of SpongeBob and Patrick. They kept constantly bothering mini Squidward.
They're just playing a game!
Yeah, and we're winning!
This is a game?
They continued playing until nighttime. The mini versions returned to their rooms to sleep, but mini SpongeBob and mini Patrick were still chatting. They kept mini Squidward awake. It was exactly like how SpongeBob and Patrick often disturbed the real Squidward. The next morning, Mr. Krabs asked Squidward and SpongeBob why they hadn't gone to work. Just then, a tiny Mr. Krabs without any clothes appeared. He knocked on the door and urged Gary to go to work. His adorable appearance instantly melted Mr. Krabs' heart. They even had a miniature Krusty Krab. The four of them sat together, waiting to watch what would happen next. At that moment, several tiny vehicles slowly drove over. A large number of wireworms crawled out of the vehicles and instantly filled the miniature Krusty Krab. But Gary didn't have the same courage as SpongeBob. When he saw the wireworms outside, he became terrified. In anger, Gary smashed the spatula and left the miniature Krusty Krab. After that, he drove a tiny bulldozer and destroyed all the buildings in the miniature town. After returning to his normal size, he went back to the pineapple house.
I guess there's only room for one me.
Or me.
Or me. Or us.
Finally, they returned to their familiar way of life.